In this video, I will briefly talk about research questions and hypotheses. Every study starts with a research question. Let's talk a little bit about what makes for a good research question. First, the research question needs to be specific. It generally needs to be specific enough that you can attempt to answer the question with a single research study. A specific research question clearly defines the research population and the variables being studied. These variables are often a dependent or outcome variable and an independent or exposure variable. As a clinical example, a poor research question would be something like, do statins lower cholesterol? A better question would be, among adults aged 45 and older with high total cholesterol, does a standard dose of statins administered over the course of a month reduce total cholesterol? The latter question clearly defines the population, the dependent variable, and the independent variable, and can be addressed with a single study. Second, a research question needs to be important. In other words, the researchers should be able to clearly justify the question's contribution to their respective field. The hypothesis is the answer to the research question. In science and statistics, there are two important types of hypotheses to be aware of. The first is the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis states that there is no association, relationship, correlation, etc. between the two variables of interest in a research question. For example, using our statin example, the null hypothesis would be that among adults aged 45 and older with high total cholesterol, standard dose of statins administered over the course of a month does not change high cholesterol. Researchers typically hypothesize that there is an association or relationship between the variables in their research question. This is the alternative hypothesis. For example, researchers might hypothesize that among adults aged 45 and older with high total cholesterol, a standard dose of statins administered over the course of a month does reduce total cholesterol. The null hypothesis is symbolized with an H and a 0 subscript. The alternative hypothesis is symbolized with an H and an A subscript for alternative.